morning, everybody. This is Shannon Callahan. I'm coming to you live from my country cottage. All right, what do we have for you this morning? This one I like. Starting small. His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful and trustworthy over a little. I will put you in charge of many things. Share in the joy of your master. If you are faithful and take small steps day by day, your day will look back and you will be amazed at how far you have come." That's what it's about. Taking small steps toward your direction. If you have a big dream, you just take the steps to get there. My big dream is to have a therapeutic community. Um, so I'm going to school to do medical billing and coding and administration. Um, so that's what I am learning, even though I did it 20 years ago for 20 years. Um, and I also took 20 years learning about substance abuse and how to treat people. Um, the doctor that I worked for was medical director at the watershed in Boca, at CPC Fort Lauderdale, um, Atlantic Shores, Imperial Point Psych Ward. Um, so we saw many people who were troubled. And today I believe he is a um, Suboxone doctor. Specializes in addiction medicine. Um, he himself was an addict, but I didn't know it until I told him that I was an addict. And then he told me that he was. And then I told him what happened to me. I overdosed at 24. Um, and when I died, I was hovering over my body and over the room. And I started praying, "Dear Jesus, please let me live. Please let me see my family grow. I promise I'll never use drugs again, and I'll serve you." And I was in a womb, like being in my mother's stomach, and I was floating in a warm bubble, totally warm, totally peaceful. And then the water went from my head to my toes, and then I was born back into my body. That day I had done 8 grams of cocaine, and my heart was beating through my chest, pounding, and my pulse was 280 beats per minute. And when I was born back into my body, my pulse was very faint and very slow. And then I heard a voice saying, Shannon, go get help. And I did. I went to a rehab. First, I went to the doctor that I worked for, and then I went to a rehab. So, and of course, I didn't get it right away. I mean, it took me years of practice, 10 years of going to meetings, going to sober living houses, going to detoxes, going to rehabs. I went to 6 rehabs, 22 detoxes, and about 13 sober living houses before I got it. I would get to 11 months clean, then I would use, and then I would go into a sober living house. And it took 10 years before I got a year. And I got my year at the Miracles Club. And I said, this is where my miracle's going to happen, because I felt like I won the lotto. I was that ecstatic. And I did, in a sense, win the lotto, because when I got sick, I was disabled, and I knew that, so I filed for disability, and they gave it to me, and they gave me back pay, and I knew I would never be homeless again. That, in a sense, was winning the lotto. So, if you have a big dream, just take small steps and you will reach it. Um, I have another idea. It's an invention, and I've been taking small steps to get to that. To get a prototype developed. I'm making payments toward that. So we'll see what becomes of that. All right, everybody. Have a blessed and wonderful day.